The Canadians take on the Sabres, 7 o'clock Eastern, puck drop in Buffalo. The Canadians are the $1.20 favorite on the road here, totals at 6. We did see a 15-cent move toward Montreal. This one pretty much opened as a pick'em contest, pretty much a coin flip. No movement on the total as of yet, but once again, Montreal opened minus 105 up to minus a $1.20. Total open and remains at 6 flat. 53% of the consensus are leaning toward Buffalo, 61% shaded toward the over. And right now, the Sabres are plus 101 on the money line at home. Montreal plus 225 on the puck line. Carey Price for the Canadians and Carter Hutton for the Sabres. Now, if you like Buffalo at home here, pretty good value on the money line. They're also 3-2 straight up in their last 5. Pretty good home team this year, 14-7-3 at home, 11th in the NHL in home scoring, and they're giving up just 2.9 goals per contest on their home ice. Jack Eichel, 29 goals on the year, 63 points. He is plus 12. Sam Reinhart, 18 goals on the year, 24 assists. And Victor Olofsson, 19 assists, 35 points for the Sabres. Now Montreal on the other side, just 4-6 straight up in their last 10. They also rank in the bottom 10 in goals allowed. One more thing to add about the Canadians. They rank in the bottom 5 in shots allowed on the road as well. So whenever they're traveling, their opponents certainly getting a lot of opportunities against them. Now, total-wise, Montreal is 14-10 to the over when traveling. I'm actually going to lean toward the home dog in this one. Give me Buffalo plus 101. And the over 6 goals in that game. And before we go ahead and move on, just want to take a quick timeout and welcome you to the show. Got some, lines and personal leans out for here for Thursday's NHL action. Very short, abbreviated slate of NHL games. We only have 3 of them. But before we go ahead, go ahead and dive into some more of that, I just want to quickly remind you to check me out on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage, where we do daily premium sports picks on that website, beginning at just $1.99 per month. Guys, we're coming off a perfect day yesterday on that site. We had 4 premium picks in total. We smashed all 4 of them. We went a perfect 4-0 yesterday on that website, 100% for our Wednesday. That's going to put us at 8-2 in our last 10 extra daily picks on that site. The extra daily pick is a membership tier that I offer on that site, which is just $2.99 through the end of the month. We're also currently 6-1 with a push in our last 8 board member package plays on that site as well. Just keep in mind, Patreon will charge you the day you sign up, and then following that, they will charge you just on the 1st of every month. So if you sign up today, they are going to bill you again on the 1st. It's just the way their policies work. You have an initial fee, and then after that, it's smooth sailing the 1st of every month. But guys, you may be wondering, why would I buy a package when you're just giving me all the picks here for free on YouTube? And that's certainly a great thought. And you're exactly right. I do do free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. I do the entire slate of games. Now, the problem with that is if you were, to bet the entire slate in real life with your hard-earned money, you are guaranteed to lose all of your money in the long run. And as a matter of fact, you're probably going to end up losing in the short run as well. It's just way too many games. The math becomes aggressively against you when you have so many angles and plays and action. So what I do on Patreon, I make life a lot easier for you. I just narrow it down to 3 to 4 premium picks per day. They're high percentage picks, games that I personally have action on. And I'll tell you this much, my current Patreon record is a whole lot better than it is, handicapping every single game here on YouTube, doing the entire board side in total. Now, if you want to check out my current Patreon record, you can do that for free right now. It's on the homepage. Just click the link in the description section below. That is patreon.com/BrockPage. All right, let's go ahead and get into some more free lines and personal leans right here on YouTube. All starts Eastern Standard Time. And on deck, we've got the Predators taking on the Devils, 7:30 Eastern puck drop in Newark, New Jersey at the Prudential Center. Nashville is minus 135 total at 6. No movement on this total as of yet. We did see a nickel move toward Nashville in the early wagering. No real surprise there. The Preds open as the $1.30 favorite, up to minus 135. Total open M remains at 6 flat. 64% of the consensus are leaning toward Nashville. 57% shaded toward the over. And right now, New Jersey is plus $1.15 on the money line. The Predators plus $1.80 on the puck line. We have Pekka Rinne for the Preds, Mackenzie Blackwood for the Devils. Now, Mackenzie Blackwood comes into this game with a .295 goals against, but Pekka Rinne on the other side, he comes into this game with a .298 goals against. So both goalies certainly evenly matched up with regard to that particular stat. Now, the Devils rank in the top 10 in home shots allowed, but Nashville ranks in the top 10 in scoring. So certainly picking a side on this game is actually going to be a lot more challenging than just looking at the slate and saying, I think so-and-so is going to win. So picking a side on this game going to be very, very challenging. So let me move to the total real quick. Nashville, a lot of overs when they travel. They are 17-7 to the over on the road this year. Meanwhile, the Devils 13-10 to the over on their home ice at the Prudential Center. So I do think this one is going to get over the 6 goals. But if you want to know who I think is going to win this game, this is my extra daily pick on my Patreon website today. I'll include a link in the comments section below. I'm not going to give you a pick on the sides on YouTube here because the pick on the sides in this game, that is my current pick in my extra daily pick on patreon.com/BrockPage, and that's just $2.99 through the end of the month. All right, next and final matchup for the show, it is going to be Kings taking on the Coyotes. 9:30 Eastern tip-off in Arizona. The Coyotes are the $1.80 favorite, total at 5.5. No movement on the total in this one, but we did see a nickel move toward Arizona. So they open $1.75 up to minus 180. Total open end remains at 5.5. 70% of the consensus are leaning toward Arizona. 75% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Kings are plus 160 on the money line. Arizona plus $1.40 on the puck line. We have Adin Hill for Arizona. Jack Campbell for the Kings. Campbell comes into this game with a 7-10 record and an .899 save percentage. Pretty lackluster numbers there for Campbell, who's in relief of Johnny Quick. Now, Adin Hill on the other side, he comes into this matchup with a .240 goals against and a .920 save percentage. Pretty good year for Adin Hill, in that backup role. Now, Arizona, they rank in the top 10 in goals allowed, top 10 in goals allowed at home. Their opponents are shooting their opponents are scoring just 6. Let's try that again, Brock. Arizona, their opponents are averaging just 2.6 goals per contest in Arizona. Now, Garland's got 16 goals in the year, 28 points. Dvorak and Soderberg, 13 goals apiece. And Schmaltzy, 37 points on the year. Schmaltz is plus 6 on the season for the Coyotes. Now, the Kings on the other side, a little bit different story. Losers of 6 out of their last 7. They're also terrible on the road this year. Just 17-4 when traveling. The Kings rank in the bottom 3 in scoring in the NHL. They also rank in the bottom 10 in goals allowed on the road. They're also averaging just 2.3 goals per contest away from home. Now, total-wise, the Coyotes on the other side, 14-10 to the over in the friendly confines. I'm going to lean toward the Arizona Coyotes, minus 1.5, and the over 5.5 goals in that game. All right, guys, let's go ahead and bring it back just for one time, just for one show. Let's go ahead and dive into our quick pick recap brought to you by patreon.com/BrockPage. Where once again, we went 4-0 yesterday, swept the board in our premium picks on that website. I like Arizona minus 1.5, over 5.5. I like the over 6 goals in the Nashville, New Jersey game. And last but certainly not least, I like Buffalo plus 101 and the over 6 goals in that game. All right, guys. That's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon. But most importantly, guys, I got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. I certainly enjoy producing it for you each and every day. We rarely take a day off. I even did uploads on my honeymoon in 2019 when I got married back in June. So very committed to the channel. I love doing it. It's a way of life. It's not just a hobby. It's a way of life. It's what I do. It's who I am. So I certainly enjoy producing it for you. But more importantly, guys, best of luck to you. Happy Thursday to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at patreon.com/BrockPage.